Hello, what's up? I'm RezenatorZen if you don't know. And I think you've noticed, if you're a subscriber, that I haven't been doing my news stories that I usually do. So to remedy that fact, for this week and next week, I'm going to be doing news videos. And just to give you an update, you may have remembered that I said I was going to do a Queen Freddie Mercury thing a couple months ago. I'm gonna do those, and I'm gonna do it and finish it and put it up on YouTube sometime this month, hopefully. But to the news. Baghdad police building was attacked, and there were 28 people who were attacked, or who were killed. A suicide bomber has killed at least 28 people who were standing in line outside a police recruitment center in Baghdad. At least 57 other people were wounded in the attack carried out by a bomber on a motorcycle. Witnesses say he was wearing an explosive belt. Meanwhile, the U.S. military says it's going to reduce troop numbers in the country by 12,000 in the next 6 months. It is said that the level of violence has declined since 2007, but it remains a feature of daily life for many Iraqis. At least 12 people died 2 days ago when a car bomb exploded at a cattle market in Babil province. There's almost always a daily violent incident in Baghdad. The attack of the man who was riding on a motorcycle crashed into the police center line happened at 7 o'clock GMT in the middle of a crowd outside the police academy on Palestine Street. Ironic name. A police official told AFP news agency. Reports suggest that the bomber, as I said, detonated a belt of explosives as he crashed into a bunch of people in a line of people waiting at the side entrance of the training center. Most of the dead were police recruits, while others were serving officers or civilians. The reported death toll quickly rose, and it's also made this the deadliest suicide strike reported in Iraq for nearly a month. The police recruitment centers have been a very popular target for insurgents, and this very academy has been attacked many times before. December 1st of last year, 15 police and recruits were killed, and another 45 people were injured in twin blasts at the building. In 2005, 2 female suicide bombers attacked the building, killing 40 people. So this building has a long history of getting attacked by insurgents, suicide bombers. The BBC's Mike Sargent says that measures have been taken to make this location more secure, with concrete barriers going up and checkpoints. But since it's a police recruitment center, they can't really make it that secure. That's why they're having so much trouble making it secure, because it's a police recruitment center and you can't have checkpoints everywhere because people are not going to really want to go there. Iraq has massively expanded its police and military forces over recent years as the government of Prime Minister Nouri Maliki seeks to ensure local forces can provide security amid the envisioned drawdown of U.S. troops. As part of the drawdown of the United States troops in Iraq, the U.S. military announced on Saturday that it would not replace 2 brigades comprising some 12,000 soldiers due to leave Iraq over the next 6 months. 2 brigade combat teams who were scheduled to redeploy in the next 6 months, along with enabling forces such as logistics, engineers, and intelligence, will not be replaced, it said in a statement. Major Jan David Perkins, a spokesman for U.S. forces in Iraq, told the news conference that violence was at its lowest level since the summer of 2003. He claimed the recent series of attacks was evidence that terror groups such as Al-Qaeda in Iraq were growing desperate as they sought to derail security gains in the country, the Associated Press reports. It's indicative that Al-Qaeda feels threatened, he said. They're feeling desperate. They want to maintain relevance. Some 140,000 U.S. soldiers are currently in the country. The withdrawal is part of Barack Obama's plan to end the combat mission in Iraq by August 2010, entailing the withdrawal of some 2/3 of the U.S. forces there, some of which will be deployed in Afghanistan instead. That reduction will depend on the success of national elections later this year, their correspondent says between 35,000 and 50,000 American troops will stay in Iraq for a further year to provide support and training to Iraqi forces, the U.S. says. Now, I don't really critique usually Democratic people, because I am a Democrat, but I'm becoming to be a more realistic person where I'm more in line with freedoms and stuff. And I think that Barack Obama not replenishing troops that are supposed to redeploy, they're not redeploying them or putting people in. I think that we need to take the combat troops out. The combat mission needs to stop, like the Japanese did. They took out the combat mission, but they brought in people to help rebuild devastated areas. That's what we need to do, to instill faith with the Iraqi people and the world at large. Take out the combat troops and bring in people who are going to try and rebuild the infrastructure of Iraq and to help rebuild. And I don't think going to Afghanistan is going to help us anyway. I think that's another thing that I criticize about his plans, that we're going to go back to Afghanistan when maybe that is not the best thing to do. Maybe we should gather our intel, then strike. Gather information, then strike. That's what I think we should do. Gather information from inside sources that probably we have in Al-Qaeda, undercovers, things like that. Information that we can gather about the whereabouts of Osama bin Laden. Find out where he is, then attack strategically, but don't kill him, because that's probably what he wants. He wants to die, to become a martyr to his cause. We capture him, put him on trial, and put him in jail for the rest of his life. That's just one man's opinion about something that I may not know a lot about, but it seems pragmatic to do so. And I'm just giving my idea, because maybe he'll listen to it, and maybe it's the right thing to do. But that's all I really got to say about this topic. I pray and I hope, and this is coming from a person who considers himself an atheist, but I guess is an atheist because I'm a science guy, that I hope and pray for the people who have died in these suicide attacks in Afghanistan, Iraq, in the Middle East. Because of our involvement in the Middle East, I pray and hope for their souls, if there are souls. I hope that they are happy wherever they went. And I just want to say that I denounce any kind of violence unless it is for self-preservation, and even then it depends on if you feel and other people felt that your life was in danger. And it all depends on instances. So I will just end this video by saying I hope there's a peaceful end to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. I hope that us pulling out of Iraq will sort of help quell and quench the fires of hatred in that area. And I hope everybody has a good week. I'm RezenatorZen. That's the news. And I hope you actually give a shit about it. Peace out.